TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Super Bowl, Temu is everywhere. Since its launch in September 2022, Temu has become one of the hottest apps in America. With prices like $9 shoes, $18 dash cams, and $35 projectors, it's no wonder Temu has gained a massive following. But here is the thing. E-commerce giants typically focus on maximizing profits, not offering low prices. So how does Temu do it? Thanks to its low price strategy, Temu has reached an astonishing 120 million global active users, with 70 million coming from the US alone. That's 1 in 48 Americans using Temu. An incredible feat for a brand that's just over a year old. Temu is shaking up the e-commerce world, leaving us wondering, is it too good to be true? Or is Temu the Robin Hood of online shopping, finally giving us the deals we deserve? Today, we are dive into the secrets of Temu to explore how it makes low prices work. Temu may seem like a newcomer to the e-commerce scene, but its roots trace back to a journey that began 17 years ago. In 2007, Chinese businessman Colin Huang embarked on his entrepreneurial path with his first pot of gold after resigning from Google. Over the next 8 years, he ventured into 3 significant startups. The first was Oku, a website selling mobile phones and educational products. After 3 years of losses, Oku was sold. The second was Leqi, an e-commerce service company that helped big brands like Nestle, Heinz, and La Mer set up online stores in China. The third one was Xunmeng Studio, a game studio developing gambling games, anime games, and gangster games. However, fate took an unexpected turn in 2013. Just as both companies were flourishing, Colin was struck with ear infection, forcing him to take a break. This unexpected break provided him with an opportunity to reassess his business ideas and set the stage for his most ambitious venture yet. At the time, mainland China's online retail landscapes was dominated by 2 giants, Taobao and JD. During Colin's break, he constantly explored these 2 apps and discovered 3 things they had in common, even though they worked differently. The first is target audience. Both Taobao and JD mainly focused on selling to people with moderate to high incomes. The second is social sharing. Neither of the apps encourage users to share their purchase on social media. The third is order generation. Both of them relied on users actively searching for products to drive sales. Seeing this gap in the market, Colin decided to create a new e-commerce app. This app would focus on the budget-conscious shoppers, or you could say the working class and the poor. It would also encourage users to share orders with their friends and family, allowing them to buy together for even better deals. Finally, it would use algorithms to recommend products that each user would actually be interested in. This app was Pinduoduo. We can call it PDD. Within a year, PDD had 100 million users and were processing over $40 million in sales each month. In less than 3 years, their user base exploded to over 300 million, and they successfully went public on the Nasdaq. By 2022, PDD had become China's 3rd largest e-commerce platform. They then bring its winning formula to the US with their new app, Temu. Here is how traditional e-commerce works. It all starts online. Maybe you see an ad on social media, find something through a search engine, or hear a friend recommend a website. You visit the site, browse products, find what you need, and order it. Once you place your order, the website sends the information to a warehouse where staff pick the items, pack them up, and hand them off to a shipping company who delivers them right to your door. This is the model that powers giants like Amazon, Walmart. Unlike traditional e-commerce companies rely on their own extensive warehouses and logistic networks, Temu connects buyers directly with suppliers. When you order something, the supplier ships it directly to you using a third-party delivery service. This outsourcing strategy allows Temu to focus on three key areas: marketing, user experience, and supplier management. In terms of marketing strategy, Temu fully embraces digital marketing, spending massive amounts of cash on advertising exposure. Temu's debut was quite special. Without any warm-up, it bought 2 Super Bowl ad spots in 2023. After spending $15 million, Shop Like a Billionaire went viral. In 2024, Temu took it a step further, buying 5 Super Bowl ad spots, roughly costing $21 million. It seems very aggressive, but the expenses are just a drop in the bucket compared to Temu's overall marketing spend. According to Financial Times, Temu's marketing cost reached a staggering $3 billion in 2023. It's not only one of Google's top 5 ad partners, but also Meta's biggest advertiser. Acquiring this massive traffic was just Temu's first step. Within this huge traffic pool, Temu has been very clear about its target audience. While millennials are the main target audience for most e-commerce companies, Temu differs by focusing on appealing to Gen X and Gen Z. Why? Because these two groups have long been overlooked. The frugal Gen X have some savings, but the flashy websites leave them unsure how to place orders. Meanwhile, Gen Z have a strong desire to shop, but lack of income. So how does Temu gain their trust? The answer is Disney plus Costco. This may sound a bit odd, but that's exactly what Temu is doing. Let's look at the regular shopping process, like this. Temu utilizes algorithm to replace active searching, first eliminating the step of users finding products, and then integrating complex steps such as product variations, coupons, shipping methods, and payment methods, all into the cart page. This simplifies the regular process into just 4 steps, allowing even Gen X and Baby Boomer to place orders easily. In fact, Gen X placed an average of 4.5 orders on Temu in 2023, while Baby Boomers placed a whopping 5.6 orders on average, more than double the 2.6 orders placed by Gen Z. As for Gen Z, if Temu can cultivate them, all it needs to do is wait for Gen Z to grow up. Simplifying the shopping process is just a part of Disney thing. Temu has also quite literally made itself playable. Benefiting from the company's origins as a game studio, Temu has integrated several mini-games into the application. Whether it's a fishing game, farming game, or wheel game, they essentially serve 3 purposes. First is to get users to know Temu's shopping process. Second is encourage users to share affiliate programs with their social networks. And third, increase users' engagement time on Temu. The third point may sound strange, but it could be the very reason Temu differs from other companies. Temu's sister app PDD actually uses time spent as an important metric rather than order rate. It seems Temu firmly believes that as long as you spend enough time on the app, you will eventually be driven to make purchases by coupons, discounts, and countdown timers. What really sets Temu apart are those 90% off coupons and low prices, which can be credited to Temu's management of suppliers. Unlike other e-commerce companies, Temu doesn't favor well-known brands as suppliers. In fact, it prefers to work directly with factories. Let's take Nike as an example. For a $100 Nike shoe, we can break it down as this: $21 for production costs, and $13 for endorsements and management fees, and $8 for marketing, $5 for insurance, transportations, and customs, $1 for income tax, $50 for retailer's profit, and only $2 is for Nike itself. You can see that a $100 branded shoe can actually be produced for around $20. And at exchange rates, that $20 production cost already provides ample profit for Asian factories. Now, if you remove all the middlemen, with the factories having to handle production, warehousing, shipping, and refunds, with Temu providing massive traffic and software services, then a $20 Nike shoe becomes reasonable. So, Temu doesn't fit the regular C2C or B2C e-commerce model. Temu acts as a bridge, connecting factories directly to consumers. We can call it F2C. It's similar to Costco's approach, but with a wider range of suppliers. Finding these factories to supply products is not the only reason Temu can offer extremely low prices. According to Temu's suppliers, Temu cleverly pits its suppliers against each other. Temu monitors popular products and seeks out factories that can produce similar items for even less. As a result, you will see discounts on Temu getting deeper and prices dropping lower. So those $20 shoes could even sell for $10. Now, you are probably wondering, with Temu spending so much effort acquiring traffic but allowing suppliers to sell products at low prices, is it actually making money? The answer is no. Temu is not yet profitable. With such massive marketing spend, Temu loses $7 per order. But Temu, following a successful model, their sister app, PDD, used a similar strategy and become profitable within 4 years. It's hard to say whether Temu can replicate its sister's success, especially since PDD is a single market app, while Temu aims for a global presence with America as a key market. Currently, Temu faces several challenges. First is de minimis shipping. According to a 2016 US Customs Amendment, foreign goods valued under $800 shipped directly to the US are exempt from duties. This regulation has allowed thousands of Chinese products tax-free entry into US market over 7 years, providing American consumers with low-price benefits, but at an unfair disadvantage to American business. Even setting aside losses from local merchants, the revenue loss for the US tax authorities is obvious. There are already Congress people voicing opposition to this rule applying to packages from China. This wouldn't be good news for Temu or Shein. The second challenge is malware issues. On March 21st, 2023, Google removed Temu's sister app PDD from Play Store, stating it violated the store's privacy policy without specifying details. Rumors suggest it may be due to PDD stealing user information or preventing users from uninstalling the app. But either way, as a company under the same entity, Temu can't avoid facing security concerns despite being a separate app. Third, the so-called China issue. Chinese company expanding internationally has been hindered in recent years by geopolitical tensions, concerns about forced labor, and intellectual property rights. These factors contribute to consumer skepticism towards Chinese products and companies. The TikTok case could be a sample of this. The Chinese government is concerned about TikTok's algorithm leaking to the US, while the US government is wary of a large private company operating within its borders, especially with a Chinese majority shareholder. Although Temu has carefully distanced itself from China since its launch, claiming an administrative office in Dublin and headquarters in Boston. But its Chinese connections will likely face increased scrutiny as its market power grows. Before producing this episode, I saw a video of a mother on Instagram who liked Nike shoes but didn't want to spend $100 on a pair. So instead, she bought a $23 pair of N1 sneakers that looked the same from Walmart. Unsurprisingly, the comments were full of criticism towards her. I was a bit disappointed by the critical comments, not because people mean any harm to the mother, but because it's surprising that in a time when we can export Mart, someone would still get criticized for buying affordable shoes. I'm not defending knockoffs, which definitely harm innovation. But official economic reports don't show the full picture. After COVID-19, so many lost jobs, couldn't pay rent, or become homeless. Thankfully, companies like Temu, Wish, and Shein show that the needs of the poor matter too. They let budget shoppers buy clothes, shoes, and electronics they couldn't afford before. However, I don't fully support Temu either. Its practices give it an unfair advantage over other businesses, and constantly forcing suppliers to lower prices goes against economic principles. Temu also needs to fix major issues like malware and privacy concerns. The problems caused by Temu's rapid growth will likely draw scrutiny not just from US but also the EU. Can Temu keep relying on low prices? We will have to wait and see. That's the story of how Temu makes low prices work, the kind of money stories this channel focuses on sharing. If you like this episode and want to see more content like it, please subscribe.